Rain hammered against the crumbling windows of the mansion. Ola's coat was soaked, her shoes slipping on the slick stone steps as she stumbled toward the massive oak door. She had no idea whose estate this was, only that it was the only shelter in sight. The door creaked open before she could knock. Inside, the air smelled of old wood and dust. Shadows stretched across the vast entryway, and a fireplace flickered weakly, barely lighting the grand room. "You shouldn't be here," a deep voice said from the dark hallway. Ola froze. A figure stepped into the dim light, Ebube. Tall, impeccably dressed, and impossibly handsome, with eyes that seemed to pierce the gloom. I just needed shelter from the storm," Ola stammered. Ebube's lips curled into a faint, knowing smile. "The storm isn't the only danger tonight," he said, his gaze flickering toward the dark corners of the mansion. Ola shivered, not from the cold. Something about the way he said it made her heart race. "Come," he urged, extending a hand. Hesitantly, she took it. His touch was electric, sending warmth through her soaked fingers. The mansion's corridors twisted and turned like a maze. Every portrait along the walls seemed to watch them as they passed. Ola felt her pulse quicken, part fear, part fascination. Ebube walked confidently ahead, but there was an edge to his presence that unnerved her. "Why is this place abandoned?" she asked, glancing at cracked walls and spiderwebbed corners. "It's not entirely abandoned," Ebube said softly. His hand brushed hers briefly as he led her through a shadowed archway. "But there are things here better left unseen." Ola's stomach tightened. She wanted to trust him, wanted to surrender to the magnetic pull between them. Yet a whisper in her mind warned caution. Suddenly, a door slammed somewhere upstairs. Both froze. Ola turned to him, her eyes wide. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. Ebube's lips curved into a smile that was more teasing than reassuring. "Yes," he admitted. "But some things are better faced together." He drew her closer, and the heat between them became undeniable. She felt the slow, irresistible pull toward him, the danger heightening her heartbeat. For a moment, she forgot the storm, the shadows, even the door that had slammed. But then she remembered, he was a stranger. And strangers in dark mansions rarely brought only warmth. They reached the heart of the mansion, a grand, decaying ballroom. Moonlight cut through broken windows, revealing an intricate mosaic on the floor. Ebube stopped, turning to her with a serious expression. "Ola, there's something you need to know," he said. His voice dropped to a whisper. "This mansion, it keeps its own kind of secrets. Ones that won't let go easily." Ola's instinct screamed at her, but her body betrayed her, leaning toward him. "What do you mean?" she asked. Before he could answer, the shadows shifted along the walls. A soft, deliberate creak echoed, someone else was here. Someone watching. Ebube's hand found hers again, but this time his grip was tense. "Stay close," he commanded. Ola looked up at him, caught between fear and desire. Her heart hammered in tandem with his. "Can I trust you?" she asked. His eyes softened, but his mouth remained a thin line. "I don't even know if I can trust myself," he murmured. A sudden crash from behind them made them spin around. Moonlight revealed a figure in the doorway, cloaked in darkness. Ebube stepped in front of Ola protectively, his hand still entwined with hers. "You can't run from the truth," he said, voice low and commanding. "But maybe, we can face it together." Ola swallowed hard. Danger surrounded them, yet she couldn't look away from him. The line between trust and instinct, fear and desire, blurred. And in that dark, storm-ravaged mansion, the night became a promise, one of peril, passion, and secrets waiting to be revealed.